Scorpio friends. Welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For anybody that's new, and if you don't know me, my name is Tammy, and I'm happy to have you here for your February Zodiac reading, in which I will be assessing your chakras. But before I get started, really quickly, I would ask if you would smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And additionally, give the video a thumbs up, leave a positive comment, even if it's just an emoji. All of those things really do help with supporting the channel. So in advance, again, thank you. I truly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to assess your chakras using a traditional tarot deck, and then I'm going to draw from the Healing Waters Oracle deck to get you a message from your spiritual team, from the universe, your guardian angel, whoever wants to channel me a message for you. All righty. All right, Scorpio, can you believe it's February? And if you're watching this, let's see, I know the video is late. Usually I put these out on the 1st, and it did get released on the 3rd. But for anybody in the United States that doesn't know, I do have a metaphysical store. And since the groundhog did not see his shadow, and we are going to have spring 6 weeks early, all crystals on my website are 40% off on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And like I said, this isn't getting put out to the 2nd, but if you're watching this on the 3rd or the 4th, check that out. Lots of good stuff. All right, so Scorpio, I just want everybody to know, and just really quickly, you can see my shadow back here. I suck at shuffling, and I have some candles going up here, and then I have my water fountain over here, so I don't want my cards flying. So, and then I apologize if it's kind of loud in the camera. But anyway, I am connected to Scorpio energy, but however, I cannot connect to every Scorpio on the energy on the face of the earth. So the reading may not resonate with you. Now, if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't get upset. Say that this is fake news. Whatever. Send me a nasty email. Couple things. You can either come back at a later date. This particular reading is done only 3 times a year, so I'll do it again in June. So you can always come back April or May, what have you. Or you could go to yournaturalhealer.com and go to the services tab and sign up for a personal reading. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My readings are very reasonable in their rates, so you can always try that as well. Now, if the reading does resonate with you, what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath in as you place your hand on your heart and say, yes, I claim this reading for myself. And by doing that, you're letting the universe know that, yes, you accept the reading for what it is. Now, with that being said, I do need to disclose rather, that I don't do what I call rainbow and unicorn readings. And that means I don't sit there and go through the tarot deck and go, oh, I want to give them the World card and the Sun and the 2 of Cups to make this beautiful reading. That's fake. And I'm not wasting my time, and I'm not going to waste your time either. So if that's what you're looking for, this is not the channel for you. If I get the Tower card, for example, I'm going to read the Tower card. I hope you get a warm and fuzzy reading, but, my stuff is real, so it may not be. So there you go. All right, Scorpio. Let's talk about the root chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. And this governs your sense of security, stability, your basic needs. And, oh, this is a great card. There we go with the warm and fuzzy. You got the 4 of Wands. And this is all about stability. Because think of, we got wands. And think of wands or rods or table legs. There's 4 of them, and you place something on top of it, and it's nice and secure. That's what you have going on right now in your life. Things are really on point for you as far as the root chakra. So this can affect everything from your relationships, personal, platonic, romantic, whatever, even casual relationships, your wealth, your career, your health, your spiritual path. So everything in your life can be, can affect the root chakra. But I feel that you're in a place that just beautiful, secure, stable energy. So you know what? Enjoy it, because the nice thing about when our root chakra is balanced is that it builds a foundation. So, think of the tower card, where the tower's falling, and it's because the foundation is really crappy. And the same goes with your chakras. If your root chakra is not balanced, you can't expect everything else to be, okay? All right, let's talk about your sacral chakra now, which houses that creativity, houses your sexuality, as well as those raw emotions. And you got the Six of Wands, but in reverse. Both of these, you got wands again. So both of these are fire elements. So it draws off the element of fire, that energy. And I think that, I don't think it's crazy, but I think maybe your sacral chakra might be a little bit overactive. I think you've been having a lot of creative things going on. And remember, creativity is not just artwork, not being Picasso or Michelangelo. You can be creative at work. You can be creative in the romance department. You can be creative with working out. So it's all different things. But there's something that you've been really, really super creative about that you kind of expected people to notice maybe, or they may have noticed and just not given you the recognition you thought you deserved. And there's the key right there. So I'd be kind of curious to see what that solar plexus says. But I think you just need to chill out a little bit. There's nothing wrong with being creativity. But sometimes when we have lots of ideas, it can come out as like commanding. So, just don't be spurting out ideas just to make yourself look like you have all the answers. Okay. So exactly what that's entailing, it's hard to say in a general reading, but it's definitely, your, sacral chakra is a little bit overactive. What you can do for this is utilize some purple crystals, things like amethyst, lepidolite, thinking some other purple jade, purpurite. So those are all really great purple crystals that you can use to pull down that energy a little bit. So let's move on to your solar plexus, which houses your personal will, your willpower, your confidence. And you got the Emperor. Okay, interesting. This is another fire card. This does deal with the root chakra, or root chakra energy, I say. When I talk about like the planet associations or the zodiac associations, it's just talking about it's drawing on those specific energies. And the Emperor is kind of like the father figure. But with the cards that we've already drawn, I'm going to say it is that ego, because I just said that, you were expecting a little bit of recognition and you didn't get what you thought you deserved, even if you got any. And I think that's coming from this energy here in your solar plexus that, you're the authoritarian figure, or you're the person that knows all and has all the questions, which makes sense when I said that you're being like super, super creative. So this is coming off a little egotistical. So I would also say that this chakra is a little, so this one, I'm going to just push that up because it's not like totally like out of control, but it is a little overactive. So for your solar plexus, when it's overactive, we want to use, if you're into crystals, you want to use colors that are opposite on the chakra chart. And that would be the throat chakra. So some beautiful crystals like lapis lazuli, which I have a piece somewhere, a celestite. Right here we have cavansite, K2, any blue crystals. Aquamarine would be really, really, really healing. And that will bring down that energy as well. So just be really mindful of you, the the air you're putting off to people, okay? Excuse me. Let's talk about the heart chakra now. And you got the Queen of Swords. Okay, this one does draw on Scorpio energy, but it also draws on Virgo energy. And it's an air card. So I do see that you're very supportive. You're very honest with people. Just be careful that the honesty is just not like, we have three things we usually think with: our head, our heart, and our gut. And, our heart chakra is all about, love. And I'm not saying that you don't love people, but I think that maybe the supportiveness, the honesty, and that is, I think, coming from the heart chakra for the most part. But just be careful it's not coming from, because swords deals with a lot of mental and ideas. And again, that's tying into these two things, that kind of, you're doing things out of logic. So I have a little feeling that maybe your heart chakra might be just a tick underactive. I'm just going to move it down just a little bit from, the middle here, but it's not enough to worry about. Because these are such little, they can evolve into bigger issues if you don't work on this. But you can do things like meditating. You could go to my channel here, go to the playlist, guided meditations. Do the one called I think it's called actually Quickie 7 Main Chakras. It's like only 14 minutes long. You would really benefit from this. Reiki, this whole month of February, I am offering 20% off on the chakra assessment and healing. And that's where, we'll do a whole assessment where you'll fill out a questionnaire and then I will, do Reiki based off of your questionnaire. I will go through every single chakra, send healing for physical, emotional, mental. I may pick up, and spiritual. I may pick up things, that you're not aware of. And it's all based on all those chakras. Okay. So anyway, you could benefit from that as well. But let's look at the third chakra. And you got the 10 of Swords. Okay, the 10 of Swords, this is another air card. So we just got an air card. So these three cards, your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, those are your lower chakras. Your throat, third eye, and crown are your upper chakras, and the heart is the bridge. So it's just curious that the bridge that connects the two, and then the first one of the upper, you've got air cards. So anyway, this draws on the root chakra energy, sun energy, Gemini, and I do think that it is, if 0 is fully open, or if 0 is fully open and 10 is blocked, I think you're probably at a 7.5 to an 8.5. So I do feel that this is blocked. So I think you would really benefit from sodalite. I think there's some wounds, and I don't mean physical wounds. And maybe that's where that ego is coming in, because maybe I'm really feeling that there's some shadow work that needs to be done. And this is tied into this over here. Okay. So yeah, I think that these being overactive, this one being just a tinge underactive, I think it's stemming from the throat chakra. So, you may need to deep a little deeper. Like I said, do some shadow work with sodalite if you're into crystals. And I think that once you reveal what the root cause is, and then you can start working on healing that, then everything will be okay. All right. So I'm going to move that one down because that one's almost totally blocked. All right, let's look at your third eye chakra, my Scorpio cousins. I call you my cousins because I'm also a water sign. I'm Cancer. So, Cancer Scorpio and Pisces were all cousins. All right, so you got the Nine of Cups. I don't like this card. There's two cup cards I don't like. I don't like the Four of Cups, and I don't like the Nine of Cups. Because when I see this guy, he kind of reminds me, like, if you know who Joe Pesci is from, My Cousin Vinny, or Goodfellas, or what's the Christmas one, Home Alone. That's who he reminds me of. But he's got his arms crossed there, like he's like, I know everything, and I'm the best, and it bothers me. But anyway, this is draws on a water element. It draws on the energy of Pisces and the planet Jupiter and sacral chakra. And I think that your third eye is open. I don't think that maybe you're aware of that it's open. I think you've been receiving some messages, and I think you've definitely maybe accepted some messages. I think kind of like maybe, I don't know, 85% is getting through. I'm sorry there. It's just funny that this is a sacral chakra card, which the opposite, you got that for the third eye, and the opposite on the chakra wheel, so to speak, or the chakra card, is the sacral. And I told you to utilize, some purple crystals. So while I think it's open, I think that you could develop your third eye a little more. So I definitely think working with those purple crystals will definitely help you out. And again, Reiki will help you. Meditation, yoga, those are all some really great things that you can do. So your third eye looks really good, but just needs a little bit of development. And that happens for all of us. Me as a whole holistic health practitioner, my third eye gets blocked. And I've had my third eye get blocked when I knew I had an appointment coming up, like a distance Reiki session or a reading. And I've had to text or email the person and say, hey, my energy's off. We need to reschedule. Give me another day. And people are fine with it because, you don't want a reading, or you don't want somebody messing with your energy if their energy is off. That's not cool. All right, so let's talk about the crown chakra. And Scorpio, you got the Knight of Wands. So you've got a lot of fire cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the majority of your cards have been fire energy. So, if you're not familiar with fire energy, maybe do a little bit more research on that. Take a look at whatever's going on in your life, in your current space. Either you need to draw some fire energy in, or you need to release some, okay? But anyway, this is a heart chakra card. It does draw on Leo energy as well as Cancer energy. And I feel that your crown chakra is open. I do feel that you're connected with God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, Buddha, Jesus, I don't care. I just usually say the universe or spirit. But yeah, I think if you're inspired and you're really trying to connect, I don't think that you're like some monk. I mean, come on. But I do feel that you're inspired and that you're on a good path spiritually. So we just need to get these chakras in balance a little bit. And, it happens to all of us, Scorpio. Nobody's energy is perfect. So that's why I tell clients when they get Reiki, it's not a one and done. You've got to do your part. The universe does its part. Me as a healer, I can come in and, smooth out the energy, send healing. But it's almost like going to a chiropractor that, you need to go back for adjustments. And the same thing is with Reiki. You need to go back and get your energy smoothed out or fixed, because we come into so much energy every day of our life. And, we can pick that stuff up. We can be, totally having inner peace and heart chakras all balanced and wake up the next day and everything be off and go, oh my gosh, what the heck happened here? So, anyway, let's go ahead and get a message from the universe, and then I will let you go for this month. Well, I hope not for this month. I hope that I do see you all on one of my weekly videos. All right, so, oops, almost dropped the card and almost bent it in half. You got I'm going to read, I'll show you this, but I can't read it behind the camera. The ripple effect. Part of something bigger, details are taken care of. And this makes so much sense, guys. Whatever you put out into the world comes back to you times 3, okay? But think of like water, still water. I don't care if you drop a feather in it or a rock, it's going to ripple. And that's the effect that our energy has on the world. So, if you want good things to come back to you, you need to express positive energy from the heart space, love and light. Get rid of the ego, okay? And like I said, it has a ripple effect. And think of it, anytime you go to work and if your boss is in a bad mood and they're being atrocious, and then all of a sudden you're having a bad day, it is contagious. And that energy, every person that you come in contact with, you can affect their energy. So always think of the bigger picture, okay? Remember, though, you are a human, you are a soul having a human experience. But at the same time, you need to really try to be diligent of your energy and what you put out into the world. Because that's going to ripple out and it's going to come back times 3 like a wave. And do you want it a beautiful wave cascading over your body? Or do you want it to be a hard wave knocking you down in the undertow and all of that? That's your decision, all right? But that's all I have for you, Scorpio. So that wasn't a bad reading at all. I hope, again, that you subscribe to the channel. I really greatly appreciate it. Thumbs up, positive comment, even if emoji, share it. All those things really, really, really do help the channel. So with that being said, Scorpio, thank you so much. Go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.